Hello everyone and welcome to today's class. Let's move to language focus. 1번. As a result, he didn't really bother to check where his money was going over the years. 1번. Bother to. As a result, he didn't bother to check where his money was going over the years. So we're going to look at bother to. Okay, now we use bother to with a base verb to describe an action that requires some extra effort. It is most often used in the negative, meaning the action did not happen. Bother to. So, when we use the word bother, what do we think of? Usually, 신경 쓰다. Alright? Now, another example before I show you these ones is he didn't. Let me write it down. Let's look at the example sentence we used before. He didn't really bother to check where his money was going over the years. So, 그는 몇 년 동안 그의 돈 어디에 쓰이고 있는지 확인하려고 하지 않았다. So he did not do this. It did not happen. Alright. He didn't really bother to check. So 확인하려고 하지 않다. Or if I give you another example, he didn't even bother to let me know he was coming. 그는 심지어 자기가 온다는 것을 내게 알려주는 정도의 신경도 쓰지 않았다. Bother to. He didn't let me go. He didn't let me know. It did not happen. So let's have a look at the other examples given to you. If you didn't bother to vote, you shouldn't complain about the government. If you didn't bother to vote, you shouldn't complain about the government. 만약 당신이 굳이 투표하지 않았다면 정부에 대해 불평해서는 안 된다. Which is a very true statement. If you don't bother to vote, you cannot complain. So it didn't happen. Or, nobody bothered to tell Ali that the meeting was cancelled, so he wasted a lot of time preparing. 아무도 알리에게 회의가 취소되었다고 말하지 않아서 그는 준비하는 데 많은 시간을 허비했다. So to bother to do something, not to do something, bother not to do something means it did not happen. You might remember a few lessons back, I said can't be bothered. This is different. A little bit different. Remember this one was 귀찮다. It's a little bit different to bothered to, not bothered to. This says it didn't happen. This says you don't want it to happen. All right, let's go on to 2번. Now, Park said to his knowledge, he never bought the policies. So, to one's knowledge. We use to one's knowledge to express that somebody believes something to be true but does not have enough information to be completely sure. It is similar to the meaning as far as one knows. Okay. As far as one knows is another way of using this expression. So, if we just scroll down here. So, to one's knowledge, or as far as I know. I think this is 내가 알기로는 as far as I know. So if we look at our first example, to my knowledge, none of my high school classmates live in Busan. So 내가 알기로는 고등학교 동창들 중 부산에 사는 사람은 아무도 없다. They might, but I don't really know. I'm not sure. So remember, going back to the definition, it's to express somebody believes something is true, but does not have enough information. Yes, it's kind of like guessing. Next one. Phil has never seen a celebrity, at least to his knowledge. Phil은 적어도 그가 아는 한 유명인을 본 적이 없다. So maybe 아마도 Phil은 유명한 사람이나 뭐 영인 사람을 잘 몰라서 he might not know because he doesn't know, he thinks, or to the best of his knowledge, he doesn't know that he's met a celebrity or seen a celebrity. Now, let's move on to the language-focused quiz. 1번. I'm surprised that so few bother to 신경 쓰다, but remember we used it up here. It did not happen. Okay, so I'm surprised that so few people bother to go to the gym. 헬스장에 가는 사람이 그렇게 적당히 놀랍니다. Maybe because of the cold weather these days. Or maybe because they're lazy. I don't know. There could be many reasons. 이미 많이 있을 것 같아요. 2번, if you don't bother to, you can't, I really like that first one, actually. If you don't bother to vote, you can't whinge. I'm going to teach you a new word. Whinge. Now, whinge means to complain. So, 굳이 투표하지 않으면 결과에 대해 불평할 수 없다. If you don't bother to vote, you can't whinge. There's a new word for you today. Okay, 3번. To my knowledge. Remember, to one's knowledge, 내가 알기로는. To my knowledge, nobody has ever. To my knowledge, nobody has ever walked on water. 내가 알기로는 아무도 물 위에를 걸어본 적이 없다. To my knowledge. And 4번. I've never seen a ghost. At least to my knowledge. 적어도 내가 알기로는 귀신은 본 적이 없어요. Have you seen a ghost? So, to my knowledge. Alright, now let's move on to the further discussion. 1번. If you found out that a family member had taken money from you, would you be willing to solve it by taking legal action? Why or why not? 만약에 가족이 당신에게서 돈을 가져간 것을 알게 된다면 당신은 법적 조치를 취함으로써 그것을 해결할 의향이 있습니까? Why or why not? Yes, if it was a large amount of money, like the Park Soo-hong case, of course. I don't believe my family would do something like this, but if they did, I'd be very angry. I've heard this case many times, where family members are trying to take advantage of their rich son or daughter. Those people, in my opinion, people we don't need in this world. And they're very selfish. It makes me very angry to hear those sort of stories. Those people don't have hearts. 2번. The author suggests that the law preventing parents from being punished for financial crimes against their children needs to change. What's your opinion? 저자는 자녀를 대상으로 한 금융 범죄로 부모가 차별을 받지 않도록 하는 법이 바뀌어야 한다고 제안한다. 어떻게 생각해요? Of course, this crime appears to be something passed down through Confucianism, to respect your elders. I think it's a stupid law. It makes no sense. I guess a lot of the argument would be, I contributed so much money to you when you're growing up. I think that you should owe me money. But that's not what a parent should feel or should do. I think a parent should be a parent because they want to be a parent and not because they want something back financially. Otherwise, don't be a parent, in my opinion. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's class, and I'll see you in the next class.
No laughing matter.
No laughing matter.
Bogus.
Bogus.
Presumably.
Presumably.
Lucrative.
Lucrative.
Loophole.
Loophole.
Close-knit.
Close-knit.